Right, should be live, so you can start sending out the link. And
Vader will do the announcement
okay.
thingy. And Maharaja says hi.
Oh, hello.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I don't have. Again, I don't have my second screen up, so I'm not going to be able to read any of the commentary. I think actually, didn't I have it set
We
up
are so
before?
ready.
I had it set up before, actually, didn't I? Where we did actually have commentary. Maybe I can do that.
Yeah,
Let's see.
we had it.
Oh man. Yeah, I haven't tested this though. One bit.
I guess we will see.
Okay. Let's see if I put this in presentation mode. Switch out. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe just do it like that. And hopefully if we write some, yeah, that should be coming through on
Perfect.
the chat as well, so people can
Nice.
then can sort of comment stuff as we're talking through it, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. I like it. I like
Cool.
it. So I can
Cool,
read
cool,
it.
cool.
Vader is already doing. I can see like there is typing in announcement chain, which means he will release it soon.
Mm-hmm.
We will wait for some viewers, then we start, or we can like.
Yeah, let's wait for some views. We got 6 at the moment.
Yeah.
But then yeah, because we've only got an hour, I guess we'll just start in a minute or so.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to put on the announcement, then we can just kickstart. He already is typing, so I guess it won't take more than 30 seconds. Yeah, it's up.
But before we
Just wait for a few people to join, yeah.
I do need to add the Kimo goats again.
Yeah. We should
Like,
start with that.
yeah, it has to be done. You know, this is like our official sponsor for this video. Things of beauty.
Oh my god, that's so
I
beautiful.
know. Look at it.
Who was there originally?
What?
Who was there originally on that picture? Do you know?
Oh, it was, yeah, I took it from like some stupid Lionel Messi video on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, it's Lionel Messi. That's why
Yeah,
am I asking, because
yeah.
I know it. Oh my god, that's
Stupid.
amazing.
For everyone that's on the stream, it would really help me if someone could just confirm that the levels are okay, my volume isn't too loud, and compared to Karen's and vice versa.
Hello, people. Hello.
It's okay. Cool, thank you. I did just do a test earlier, but you never know when it comes to the live stream. Okay, so as much as I really want to keep up the Kimo S tier picture, I do think we have
I think you can wait with that a little bit.
yeah.
Keep it up all the way. Like nobody cares about tiered
Oh.
rankings. Like it's fucking Kimo as a goat.
I need to change the title of the stream as well because it's still saying that Anna and
Yeah,
I are
yeah.
playing
We will
Cuphead.
enjoy the picture. We will enjoy the picture meanwhile. It's amazing.
ET Corona Cup 3 vaccine incoming. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And category is no longer Cuphead. Abilities Unreal. Tournament.
I love how you couldn't fit like all the teams in one line. So
Yeah, it was a bit easier
So-
the last time we did this. Where we had less activity.
such a pro streamer, such a pro streamer. Hello everybody, hello Avi.
Okay. Hi everyone. Alrighty. So I'm just going to move Kimo out of the view for now. Look, maybe we can still look at the top of his head there. No, that looks really stupid. Let's just remove him. Sorry,
Well, it's
Kimo.
his head, of course it looks stupid.
It's the best part of the image. Okay, so because we've only got less than an hour before the first match, I guess we should kick into it. So, welcome everyone to the second edition of doing tier list rankings for the third Corona Cup vaccine incoming. So, received, I think, last season a fairly good bit of feedback about the stream, so we thought we wanted to do it again, and we've got even more teams to rank this time, and hopefully we don't fuck it up as much as we did the first time. What do you think, Karen?
Well, I don't know. I guess we kind of guessed the winner, right? I think we definitely had Hodor's team as winners in S
Yeah.
tier, so
Yeah.
and the rest doesn't matter. It's just a history. So we were fucking right. Fuck you all.
We should relabel it Kimo tier S, but maybe I can do that actually. Yeah, Kimo. Here we go.
Oh my god. So many props for Kimo. I wonder if
Awesome.
he's even here or not. If he even cares.
Of course he cares. We stuck his picture on it earlier. Okay.
Look, Dralex is here.
Dralex. What, for the Croatian Dralex? I haven't seen him in freaking years. Wow.
It's him. He came back with Lordness. If you
Oh,
actually joined the
awesome.
channel, you would know.
Yeah,
Fuck's sake.
if I did that. Right. Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so
let's get to it.
let's jump into it. So, speaking of Kimo and Kimo tier, the first team that we have is Chips and Beans, which is Disc's team, infamously picked by Vader on Sunday, where Vader even picked
Yeah.
himself into Disc's team.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
of course. I mean, before we start tiering this team, like, do you think Disc was happy? Do you think Disc was happy having Vader there?
I've got no idea. You know, he could have picked anyone.
Exactly.
He was just like, he saw
That's my point.
he saw John G, Disc, and Kimo, and he's like, you know what? I really want to be a part of that team, so fuck it. I'm gonna pick myself. But you know, this team does have Kimo in, right? So I guess
Yeah,
it sort
well-
of just has to go up to Kimo tier.
Yeah, okay. No, like seriously, like looking at this team is looking really good. Like they have 3 strong fraggers, Disc, Kimo, and Finals there.
Yep.
They can pull all 3 of them more than 60, 70 frags in a map easily. But like my main question looking at this team is who is going to defend with Vader actually? You know, will you put Kimo there, who doesn't like to defend? He proved himself last cup as one of the best mids we ever had. Not like, okay, not let's not exaggerate, but he was good mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who you put next to Scott? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it sort of does have to be Kimo, really, or I mean, Sandwich can do D. I think he prefers attacking, lately at least, but Sandwich could definitely defend. Puka can defend as well, and
yeah,
for sure, I think that used to be his preferred position. So they've definitely got options there. And if they do have Mermaid mid, then their strength is definitely going to be on the offense. You know, you're going to have Disc and Mermaid, and probably what Finals is he an attacker for this team?
I don't know. I think he Finals is experienced instagame defender, one of the best.
Mhm.
The thing is, when people are getting into the base, he's destroying everybody. But is he fast enough with translocator, chasing people, and comms wise? I guess we will see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and I don't know John G
Oh,
very well
Humak
at
is
all.
saying he plays mid or offense, so
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I seem to remember him from BT, I think, back in the day, but I've not seen him play since. So we are limited on the amount of time we can spend per team. So let's where do you think he should go for now? Should we stick them middle and we can adjust as we go through?
Yeah, I think somewhere between A and B, maybe B plus. I was
Mhm.
thinking something like that. Also, shout out to John G, old schooler, who came back for this cup. Nice to have you in, man.
Yeah, first disc or Vader's first pick, I think it was, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, cool. No, I'm looking forward to seeing him play then in some of the Challenger games. Which, by the way, I've really liked seeing the new rules around Challenger games and how they're going to be incorporated into the playoffs as well as the losers bracket. I think that's a really cool idea. So hopefully we'll get to see lots more of the Challenger players involved in the games. That's really cool.
yeah.
Okay, Team Flappy, Humak, Rafshio, Irony Abio, H2 Flappy and Shiva. What do you think of this team?
Well, for me, looking at this team, I think all bases are covered properly. I really like the balance of it. I can already see Irony being the strongest defender, accompanied by Flappy or H2.
Yeah.
I can see Humak playing mid, which is his favorite position, and we know how effective Humak is. And I can see Rafsio and Abel attacking and grabbing a hell of a lot and having a great cover in offense in Shiva. So for me, this team is as balanced as it gets, and
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
I think so. I was saying to Humak yesterday, I think like it has a kind of similar balance to I think how SNES was. I mean, like you said, Humak's going to be mid. Um, they've got their defense sorted and their offense sorted. I think Humak is probably maybe going to have to play a bit more defensively. He was very
Mhm.
offensive in that SNES team when he played mid. But I think here
Yes.
with Raf and Abio, he's not going to have to focus so much on the offense, but probably supporting Flappy and Irony and or
Yeah.
Andy as well. So um,
Yeah, I agree. I would say looking at these two teams we have so far,
mm,
I would say Disc teams has like better individuals.
yep,
I would say Disc and Kimo are really top like 15 players we have right now, and they can carry a lot. In the boomer side, although Iron and Rafsio both are super strong players, highly ranked, I think only Humak is capable of doing those plays as Disc and Kimo.
sure, yeah,
But team-wise, I think like you take all seven, I think they're better than the Disc team. They
yeah.
are more balanced
I
for me.
think I think really similar though. Like I think if the when these two teams play each other, I think it will be a really close game as
Yeah,
well. Um, so for me, I'm thinking both. Let's put them both in the same line, but we'll put Flappy's team a little bit higher than Discs. So the
yeah,
closer to
totally
the
agree.
letter, the higher the rank up,
Yeah,
I think. So
yeah,
let's go with that for now.
totally agree.
Okay, New World Order. So light badge shooter LK, Sir Clement Dramith, and Dixe. I mean, I guess this is going straight into the top, right?
Yeah,
LK's
yeah,
team.
without any doubt.
Yeah.
I think for me this is only team I look at. I look at it the lineup and seeing S tier team, Kimo tier team, without any hesitation. The hesitations which we have are not about their skill. It's more about if Pet Shooter will show up to these quarterfinals this time, not like last time.
Yeah.
But like team wise, they look like really strong. They have great defenders in Pet Shooter Lemon. They have LK on mid or probably LK defending. They can
Yeah.
switch it up.
Yeah.
And the offense, my god,
Yeah.
Light and Cirque, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
They have such a crazy team. They got all their positions sorted, at least in the top five. I think Dre is a really good pickup as well as as a defender. I think I haven't seen him
Yeah,
play in a while, but really solid defender even with his high Canadian ping.
I
Um,
I watched him 2 pucks, and you could say he's a little bit rusty, but
yeah.
he's clever. this guy used to be like 900 in American drafts,
Yeah.
so
Right.
he's definitely got skills. He just needs few games, and yeah, he can be really top addition.
So even challenger games, these guys are going to be
Yeah,
hot.
yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, like they are super strong. The only challenge I see for them is like scheduling. If they can fit Lemon, Dre with those
right.
time differences in
Hmm.
team, if Bad Shooter is committed to his team or not. That's only question. Otherwise, they are chemo tier team.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I would say is that they are very frag heavy. Um, they're all. I don't know. I look at LK, bad shooter. Like every player in that team has a hell of a lot of frags in them.
Yeah,
Maybe the exception of Lemon. Um, can they be possibly out team played by certain teams? I don't know. Maybe, but when you've got someone like Light in the team who brings that, all that experience from top level play over the
experience and
years,
glass,
then
experience and glass.
yeah, of course. Good old Wigo, he fits into any team quite well. So I think Kimo tier, we agreed on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Next team, last team of Group A, Team Nabs. Nabs managed to pick up Valko just a second before Spies could get in there.
Yeah, I
Uh,
guess we have to mention that.
yeah, and then Spies sort of went on what seemed to be like a bit of an emo picking mode.
Yeah, he
Well,
went total random and he could fucked up the whole cup, but
yeah,
yeah,
well, we'll,
whatever.
we'll, we'll get to
Let's move on.
Spies in a moment, but yeah, so Nabs has got Valko himself, Mighty, Pika, Schizo, Lama, and Kripan. So uh, again, I think frag heavy team. Um, Valko, yeah.
Sniper frag heavy team.
Mhm. Mhm. Has I haven't seen Mighty play in the last couple of months. Is he warming up as well? Is he improving?
Yeah. Mighty
Okay.
is always strong. I think
Yeah.
he's one of those players who doesn't need much like improvement. I mean, if he's focused and if he's committed, he will be super strong. What I was surprised was how good Walco is, even though he had such a long hiatus. He's back and he's on fire. So
Right. Yeah, I
this
remember
team is
him
strong.
being an extremely strong player, and I've not seen him since he came back. But if he's already being put at 875 after like a month's return, then he must
Yeah,
be, yeah,
yeah,
in really good
exactly,
good shape.
exactly. You can imagine that he played only like few pugs and people were like, "What the fuck? He hasn't lost
Yeah.
anything."
Okay. And
And
has Schizo been playing? I haven't seen him for
yeah,
ages.
yeah. He came back for the cup. He already played a couple of pugs, so he's
Okay.
active again.
Yeah.
I guess we have to mention as well, like how well Naps played the last cup
Yeah.
in weekend team or how they were called. He was really strong in offense. So basically, we can say this team is looking really strong. I mean, for me, they don't pick Valko Pika. They could be struggling on comps, especially Pika. Definitely not Valko. But frag heavy, Pika is also frag heavy, man. We can't forget that. This guy brings 50 frags per pug every
Yeah.
time he plays.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who will accompany Nabs in offense? Skiz or Lamer, both are experienced player, a lot of grabs, which I think will suit Nabs' style, who doesn't like to grab that much himself, but he will provide the frags and covers.
No, fair enough. I think yeah, quite a well balanced team again. Um, I mean, it's going to be what Pika, Valko defense, Mighty mid,
Yeah,
and Nabs attack with Schizo or Lama. Yeah, it seems quite good. And Krippen as well. I want to mention. I remember Krippen from many years ago in UT Pug days, and thought he was a really good player. So for 330, I don't know how active he is now, but
yeah,
that
not
seems
not
like
so much, not so
okay.
much.
Okay, seems like a good price though if he does warm up a little bit as well. I think he could be
Yeah,
good.
I agree.
So where should we place Team Nabs? Do you think better
It's really
than
hard team to rank. It could
yeah
be hit or it could be miss. I really don't know. I would say B, but like I guess the weakest from Bs we have so far, but it doesn't mean they are like weak team.
Yeah,
For me,
I
I see
agree.
them somewhere there. I mean, there are maps you can see them destroy even like the strongest teams,
Yeah,
like Vol City and stuff, Raynal. But there are others where I kind of think they may struggle, but I don't know. I would say B. For me, it's B. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I prefer the other team. I mean, I think this is a really tough group, actually. To be honest, I mean,
Yeah,
I,
this is the death group, group
yeah,
of death,
yeah.
definitely without a shadow of doubt.
So that's probably why we're finding it quite hard to place people at the moment. But maybe when we add in a few more, we'll get more of a feel for it. So we'll keep them in B for
Yeah,
now.
we can move around them.
Okay, Team Avi, obviously first picking Pete. No surprise to anyone at all. And Pete's managed to get a team yet again with Burner and
And
Lava.
Lava. Yeah,
I
he
was I was really
played all three maps with Lava.
yeah, all three, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised that actually Avi picked Gabriel, and I think in the last round because I think H2 was still available. So
Yeah, yeah,
unless they
he
just
was.
really didn't want to play with him this time, or that maybe they couldn't afford him, I don't
No,
know, but
they could afford him. He was cheaper than
right,
Gabriel. I
S-
guess it's the first option you said.
right,
No,
yeah,
no. I think Gabriel is a better pick because he's more versatile, and that's just it.
yeah, it just
H2O is definitely
surprised
better
me.
defender, but like Gabriel is a great addition. Also, as Avi, you are low rank defender. You have Rednas, Bernach. Why would you pick another
Yeah,
defender? I
that,
totally understand that
yeah,
pick.
makes sense. Um, what do you think the lineup for this team's going to be in terms of the positions?
Man, I don't know. As it is always with Pete, you it's really hard to say because he keeps on moving. Like he can be defending 17 minutes and then he will attack in last three and cup 3 times. So this team for me it's not really about positions. Only thing certain for me is Rednas is defending and he has great comms. But what I would say,
Yeah,
I think this is stronger than the team from second cup. I think Sven, Bernach, and Pete, those are heavy fragging players. Heavy fragging players. Rednas, Gabriel, Lava, Avi are all team players who can do their job. For me, this is an improvement to the last team they had.
yeah,
So
yeah. I think so. But is it much stronger than the last team?
no,
A
not
little
much
bit,
stronger.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just like better covered, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. And so yeah, quite a team of all rounders, minus sort of Rednas and Avi, who are their main defenders, I
Yeah,
guess. But
yeah,
otherwise, they can all play
exactly.
anywhere. Where should we put them?
I think A. I can see them A or B plus. What do you think? I'm not sure
Uh,
because I don't know the positions. Like you can't put Bernach in defense, even though he brings frags. He's sometimes he can miss players running around him.
yeah,
Really hard to guess their positions.
it's
Therefore, their tier.
really difficult to say. I mean, with Pete in the team, it should be strong. Are they better than Flappy's team or Disc's team?
Mm, maybe better than this team, but not better than Fluffy as team wise. But I would say they have such a strong individuals. I really believe Sven and Bernie and Pete can outfrag any team. So that's a really huge plus for them.
Yeah, I
I
think it.
think they are really hard to play against. No matter like what map, no matter like what a position, they are really difficult to play against
Yeah,
as a team.
no, fair enough. I agree, and I think if Gabriel's the weakest player of their top five, then that's got to be quite a good team as well.
Yeah,
Like, I think
exactly.
they've done well. So we'll keep them A for now, and then
Okay.
shift. Hunter's team. So Hunter Balls. Obviously yourself, Karen. Noodler, really good pickup, I think, for Hunter and yourself. Spirit, Rush, and Flow. Um, I mean, I look at this and I think this is a pretty strong team. Um, Balls, I think, very solid player. Played with Hunter in the last cup, I think, as well.
Yeah,
Um,
they played in weekend
yeah.
together.
Yourself, just consistently strong attacker. Nudler, I think, played really well in Bato last season, and I think especially with his relationship with you and Honto especially, I think that's a really good pickup for your team. Um,
Yeah. We wanted him really a lot
yeah,
with Hunter. Or mainly Hunter like wanted him
right.
we. Yeah. And what I like about this team is like all 7 players for me seems to be really level on skill wise. I mean, Flow and Rush are low ranked, but like man, Rush and Flow can play.
Hmm.
Like they are really good pickups. So I think we are good balanced. I think honestly we like really top fragger. Someone like Pete, Walco, Kimo, Humak. Someone who can bring consistently 70 frags. I don't think we
Yeah,
have that,
yeah,
but I think we are really balanced and we are versatile. And I think we can play like even Wall City map or even Gataka map, like those kinds. I think we are pretty much covered well, I would say.
I mean, Hunter at 935 actually seems kind of cheap, I would say, because I know Pete's sort of been dominating over the last
Yeah.
since the cups, but Hunter really isn't that far behind, and to be 65 behind in price, I think that's actually not too bad, and it's left quite a lot of value for the rest of the
Yeah,
team as
yeah,
well.
I agree.
Um,
He wasn't that active. That's why we had Hugo as the second
right.
best
Mhm.
player
Mhm.
because he was playing as a beast and he was playing a lot.
Yeah.
And with those top players like Hugo, Melo, Hunter, they are really close to each other by skill. We separated them by $5, and it's like it doesn't says anything. Like any one of them can have a better game than the other. It's just like really like current form rather than this guy is better than the other.
Yeah. Where do you think you're going to finish, Karen? Playoffs? You make playoffs?
I hope so. Like I don't know if he mentioned, but this cup we are making like 3 teams from groups go to the playoffs.
Yes.
So I hope we can make playoffs. I certainly hope so. I think we are pretty solid B team. That's what I see us. I think it's better, like stronger team than I had last cup. Hunter is. I actually picked the guys he liked and he thinks they're strong. So I think we will see.
I'm going to sandwich you in between Flappy's team and Disc's team for now.
You think that high?
Well, you said solid B team, and we got
Yeah,
them in
yeah.
B right now. So yes, so
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, for sure. Okay, full set of hair. Uh, Shout out to some certain insults that were thrown in the first Corona Cup. I'm guessing that's where that comes from. So
Yeah.
Hodor's team, and before we say anything, I think for me, it does depend on Devereaux and Skip. They're quite inactive though, as far as I
Hmm.
know.
A
I
lot
think
inactive.
I think this is his weakest team in the last 3 cups. That he's
Hodors?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure, because Hodor is a master at picking. Like
yeah,
we say it's his weakest team in last 3 cups, but it means nothing because in first cup he was
yeah,
second and
yeah.
he won the second cup, so he can be as well third with this team, and it will be still like the weakest from his team.
Sure. Yeah,
So yeah, I don't know how much it says about this team. What I would say is they are quite inactive but super experienced players. Like looking at this team, this screams experience. Skip, Smoke, Devro, Hodor, Ravier. That's a lot of cup games in the
yeah.
record.
No, and I mean, I think if these players are playing and practicing, like, this is a scary team. Like, so I think Skip isn't going to defend as far as I know, but you're going to
No,
have
no. He
Devereaux,
said he's going to attack. So
okay,
you have Devro, Hodor defending,
and
Smoke
Smoke.
mid,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
attack. It really depends on Skip. There is Senator, there is Ravier, there is Mag, but I think all will fall with Skip. Let's see how he
Yeah.
does in offense.
I think this for me is the hardest one to place because it just so depends on Skip and Devereaux. Um,
Yeah,
it's re
Devro is super low ranked, but
Yeah,
it's just
750.
based on his inactivity.
Yeah.
And last cup, I would say it's a pickup of this cup for this price.
Mhm.
The Devro is amazing pickup.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Um,
yeah, but overall, we will see, I guess.
So I'm gonna,
Where do you see them?
well, yeah, it's so I think okay, assuming that Skip and Devereaux, let's say they do practice and they get in at least a couple of games per week. I'd
They
put
are
them
not going to. I know that for sure. I have seen Deva's schedule, unfortunately,
okay.
and Skip's. Yeah, they are both parents. Yeah,
I'm gonna stick this at the bottom of B then for now. Um, I mean
yeah. So you
we could
think
even
they
go C
are?
for just to balance it
Yeah,
out a little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I was going through teams, for me they were kind of C-ish, but yeah, let's put them at the bottom of B or top of the C. We will see.
Also bearing in mind, I mean they don't have a player 900 plus.
Yeah.
Highest is 870.
Well,
Um,
not by ranking, but we both know Skip and Devereaux can be two 900 plus
yeah,
players.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
yeah, really hard to rate this
yeah.
team. Hit or miss. That's it. Nothing in
Mhm.
between. I mean, if they end up fourth in a group, I wouldn't be surprised. If they end up winning, I wouldn't be surprised as well. Like, it's
Yeah.
really hard to see until they play together.
Fair enough. Humac thinks C tier as well at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with that for now. Okay. Crippled
Last
Gang,
team. Yeah.
and now so Texas. So I know Texas had very. I think he had quite different plans from the team that he ended up with. But I think once
You mean like he wanted all Polish players,
yeah,
so he fucked
a
up with
hundred percent.
Bradley and Smoothie?
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck was this? Badly. It's just, uh,
No, I
that
think
poor guy.
honestly it was the smart pick as it gets, because looking at the Polish teams, the Polish guys here, you have three really good defenders in Texet, Voda, Fizek,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Soul is really good on mid and cover, but like they were really missing a flag carrier, and for that money, Bradley is obvious pick. I
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it was surprising because I expected all Polish team, but they couldn't afford like Polish bio, or I don't think they would believe he would show up. So for me, this is really
Yeah.
good pick.
Um. Yeah, and so one of the players I know, Tex that had on his list was the S tier himself, Kimo, and I think he was taken one pick before Texit got to pick, and then he ended up.
He
I think he took Physiak
okay.
when Mermaid was taken, and for me, I think in a way that's actually going to work out very well for Texit because a I mean these players know each other very well. I think they've all been to the Polish lands and stuff.
Yes,
Um,
sure.
but also, I mean, if we consider so Physiak didn't play the second cup, but he and Kimo played in the same team the first cup, and I think they played equally very well
Mm-hmm.
in that team, and then you're looking at a price of 775 versus Mermaid, who's been bumped up to 865. So you've got very similar value there, but at actually quite a different price. And Physiak is a
Well,
very solid defender, as we know.
yeah. The thing is, they are both same. I think you broke them with Sinosure game, so Fizek doesn't want to defend as well as Kimo.
We'll disregard
So
Sinisher,
the,
shall we?
that's another like similarity they share. They both want to play mid, and
Right.
I would say Kimo is much better on mid. That's just,
Yeah.
I think, without a question. But Fizek is an experienced player. He's super smart. He can even attack. He's amazing CDF player without a doubt. And this price for him is quite cheap, but he was inactive, so you don't want
Okay.
to fuck up the guys so
Sure.
much.
Sure.
So what do you think about this team, man? Where would you rate them?
I think quite high actually.
Yeah,
I think they're going to do well. And
yeah.
like you said, Brad's a good pickup. He's the flag runner that they needed in that team. I think Hit is probably a very good pickup for 420. I don't know Smoothie, um, but
Smoothie has really great aim on maps like Wall City and stuff. In Challengers game, he can rape people with sniper for
mhm.
sure, from what I've seen.
I
And
think
they are a strong team.
I
Yeah.
think it could be A. It's hard. Yeah.
For me, that's too much. Because like I don't know. maybe I don't see them as high because for me there is a huge difference between their defense and attack. Huge in
Hmm.
my eyes. Like their defense screams one of the strongest
Right.
defense,
So you
and
think
their
Sol and
attack
Brad might
is
struggle
good.
a bit?
There is
Yeah.
definitely good, but it's not A tier defense. A tier as their defense. So
Yeah.
overall, for me, it can be A because the team balance is not as strong,
I mean,
but
yeah. I
they
mean,
are B strong.
if I look at like Flappy's team, Abio and Raf, to me seems a bit more scary than the Sol and Brad combo. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe similar.
exactly.
So we'll stick them in high B then,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
move on. Okay, we've we've reached it. So again, before we say anything, ban I Spies. And he's called his name Erected Monsters Squared.
Wow.
Yeah.
I, I get. I guess you can guess who came up with that name. Looking at their team,
No, it could be any of them.
it was Cyber.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. Suppose so. Um, so so this team, I think Spies struggled a bit once Valko got taken by Nabs, which was the pick before he
Yeah.
eventually ended up taking Berserker, I think, instead of spending his money
Yes,
on.
exactly. He had a lot of money and he
Mhm.
went for Berserker, which is a good pick
Yeah.
because everybody thinks he's one of the most underrated players in the team,
Okay.
in the whole cup,
Mhm.
sorry. But still, he had so much more money to spend. But again, it helped him to pick up strong player in later round. It was JV or Crazy, and I don't know which one got picked first of them. But because of
Yeah.
him picking Berserker, he could have afford another 800 player. So it worked out really well for him.
Yeah, I think so. And like looking at this team, it's really, I think it's quite solid. I mean, JV is super solid defender. Um, and I mean he's going to defend probably with Spies, I guess, or maybe MF, one of those
I
two.
would say MF, or that's just me viewing it. I Spice is the like one of the best runners we have in the scene. One of the best, without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah, but with
But like putting
Crazy,
him in defense, it's a waste.
I agree. And but I mean Crazy in this team is going to be the flag runner, I guess, and Berserker is he sort of like an attacker cover type player?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I I think Crazy and is lately hitting like 70, 80 frags per pug. I honestly think for them it would be best if Berserker Ice Spies attack Crazy and mid, and they would have solid D with JV and bad MF, or maybe Cybers can play the Hopsy. I have to mention is an amazing player with great comms,
Hmm.
such a nice guy. So I would rather see Trazian on mid than Ice Spice, but it's not my team. I think Ice Spice is a much more efficient runner. I think he's just going for points. If he didn't care, he could end up with his 15 frags, but like 6
Yeah,
caps. It would be much more helpful for his team than
I
playing
agree.
anything else.
I think I'd if I was the captain of that team, I'd ask Crazy to try mid, just with
Yeah.
that with the balance of players that they've got. I think you're right. Um, so overall, I think decent team, but are they gonna are they gonna be challenging for semis and finals?
In my
Maybe
opinion,
not.
I don't see them there. I
No.
don't see them there. Yeah. I think they are a good pick. I don't think they are a weak team, but definitely not in my view semifinals. No.
Yeah, and I think I'm just thinking where to place them. At the lowest of the B at the moment, we've got Valko, Nabs, Mighty Picas, because I think they're weaker
And
than
that's
that.
a stronger team for
Yeah,
me. Nab's team is stronger than Ice Spice team for me for sure.
and maybe about even with Hodor's team.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
okay, we'll settle on C for now. Humax saying
yeah.
Berserker's a full-on attacker as well, right? So that's where he'll play in that team. Maybe he'll be covering Spies if he chooses to
I
flag
guess
them.
we will have to find out.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we have a team named Spawn Killers, and the first pick for this team was Louis M. Like,
Well, yeah.
what
What a
do we
fitting
need
name.
do we need to say any more? I mean, this is like top of the Kimo tier. I mean, this is Team Spawn Killers with Louis M first pick. I mean,
Yeah. This
well,
team is terrible to play against on some maps. You can already see the maps in your head, like with Alpha, Clinic, Bio, Jesse, Gek, all of them running around with snipers. Vol City, that will be really hard to play against.
yeah,
Aska, Reynol.
yeah. It's an insane sniper frag team.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it is.
yeah.
But for me, like looking at the teams, like in terms of team play or like how would you say it, like cooperativeness, like I think they are one of the weakest. I don't see them gel that good, for example, as the Polish team or Disc team. I think yeah, this looks like assembly of really like good players,
Mhm.
not a team in my view. But I guess, yeah, I can be wrong. That's just like what I see in them. Like I don't see them being really team play based team. It will
Yeah.
be a lot about Alpha pulling some crazy stuff, a lot about Clinic pulling some crazy stuff, a lot about Bio Jesse hitting a lot,
I mean,
and
well,
they can all do that.
the fact that their lowest ranked player of all seven is Louis M. I mean, I think they're going to do really well in challenger games.
Yeah,
Um,
especially if they put Alpha in their lineup. Well, have fun. Any challenger team against that guy, he will hit 100 frags without a doubt. And
what are
since almost half of the games are challenger games in group stage,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. And what are the rules for challenger? So is it 1+4 or 2+3 again? Is that the?
yeah. You can have the first and fourth
Mhm.
best ranked player, or second and third,
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
and then the sixth and seventh has to play.
Yeah. So yeah, I think solid team. Maybe what do you think? Low B for spawn killers.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess between B and C, I don't really see them being in like top B category, and I don't see them being in low C.
yeah. I mean, I think against Spy's team that would be a pretty good match actually.
Yeah,
Just looking at that. Um, I mean, Gek at 660. I haven't seen him play in a while, but I think he's a really good attacker, and he could work out. Being
yeah,
really good like flag runner for that team. I guess he's their main flag runner, or Clinic is as well. Um,
yeah. For me, like I guess it's high C team,
mhm.
just because I don't see them gel together that much. But I don't know how active they will be or something. Because Polish Bio wasn't around much, Gek is not around much. I think the only active players are Clinic and Jesse in that team. Oh yeah, and of course the Luyan. So
The
yeah, for
goat.
me it's tier C.
People calling Louis M the goat, the fucking M goat. But we
Kimo
showed
is the
the
goat. We know
yeah
that. We established that.
for sure. Okay, cool. So high C for now. Okay, Playful's team. In my opinion, probably the strongest team in the group. I think. You know, Cartman, Bounce, and XY, very solid pickups. Sirek, very good attacking sort of mid-style player, and Playful himself. Again, the weakest player in that top five being Playful. That's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that's really good. He also picked up Halu, who was really good. He impressed us so much. He came back after 3 years. He
Hmm.
played one pug and he was doing really well. He has great comms. He's a smart guy. But yeah, this team on the paper is full on strong offense. If Cartman, XY, and Sirek like show up at the same game, like have fun defending against those three.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would imagine XY is going to defend with Bounce. They'll
You
put.
think so? I think Playful can defend with bounce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it will be one of
But
them, one of
yeah,
those
yeah,
two. Um, and yeah, I think it's just a really well balanced team. Actually, like XY or Playful will defend, the other will do mid, and I guess Sirek and
yeah,
Cartman will maybe attack. And with Bounce is going to be their sort of lead defender, Cartman will be their lead attacker, and it's strong, very well balanced. So I think for me this is this is probably up in the A, the A category, I would say, or high B.
Wow, that high for you, yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
we don't.
I know they struggle with availability in Bounce and Sirac, but
Right.
players are strong for sure.
Okay, we'll stick them here
I,
then. We'll go
okay,
high B.
yeah, I would say in this group they are A, but like if they were in Group A, I don't think they would be A team,
Sure,
honestly.
sure. What about if we compared it to, again, I know I'm comparing to Flappy's team quite a lot here, or Texas team, but I think they could.
They are total opposite of Texas team. Strong offense against the strong defense.
Right. Yeah. I think Playful's team would probably beat Texas team in a match. So I'm gonna stick high B for now, and then we'll
Yes.
come back.
Or you can stick them A as well if you really think so.
Okay, screw you. There you go. It's an A. All right.
And the last team in this group?
Yes, and the name isn't in here, but my understanding is that so as soon as he picked me, I had a message from Tommy, and he just said, "Our name is Funtifa," and I was like, "Awesome! Welcome to 2 months of hell."
That's Tommy.
Yeah,
That's Tommy.
we are Funtifa, in no way politically influenced at all. That team name.
Yeah. Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely not.
so yes, Lifer, Bong, myself, Tommy, and Ace, Sly, and Flask. For me, I think this is quite similar to your team in a way, Karen. You said like you've got a fairly well balanced team, like everyone in your team is good. Um, and I think it's the
Mm-hmm.
same for our team. I don't
Yeah.
see, apart from Yes Lifer, who's won the last 2 cups.
Yeah, he's
I'm
a
not
beast.
seeing any sort of standout star players. I mean, if you look at
Yes.
me, Bong, Tommy, and Ace, we're all within sort of 80 in terms of
65.
value. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, it's well balanced.
Yeah, but the thing is, you all are really good ranked, and you are within $65 with each other,
Mhm.
and still your fifth player is Yes Lifer. So that's a strong team. And we don't have to even like we have to mention Sly and Flask.
Yeah.
Like Sly can
Mhm.
be like 900 attacker. We just don't know like if he is used to his ping. We haven't seen him in a European pug in many years.
Right.
But that guy can walk in, play any map, cap 5 times, say fuck you to everyone, and go home, and come back next week and do the same. Kind
Yeah.
of like a loser. So yeah, this team is really strong in my eyes. Flask, super reliable defender. Put him on any map. He has telefrags. He has comms. Yeah, this team is really good. For me, it's fun to see Ace, Sly, and Tommy in one team like that.
Why?
That's a lot of giggles. I I don't know, like Tom's so much politically active. I don't know if Sly is on the same side of politics as Tommy
Okay.
is. Ace is always complaining there. Then you have Yes Lifer in the mix. This team
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
I want to watch every match and be on their team speak.
Yeah. No, I think I I agree with you. I think we have a decent team. Um, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing in this team as well.
Are you
Tommy's
gonna attack?
well, I don't really know at the moment. My plan is still to defend. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think it depends on who we're playing on a given map. Maybe the map itself. I don't really
Okay.
fancy defending, to be honest, against some of these like the other attackers in this group, like fucking
Yeah.
Alpha and
y-
Spies and Crazy and
Yeah.
Cartman.
Yeah.
Um,
This group is a lot attack heavy.
yeah, I think I might struggle, to be honest, doing that, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll play it on a map by map basis, I suppose. Um,
So how do you rate your team, man?
well, I think we'd have a hard game against Playful's team. To be honest, I think we'll have a tough game against all the teams in our group, but I would like to think we could be somewhere in B at the moment.
Hmm?
Um,
I think your team is B plus. I think they are if not one of the two highest teams in B.
okay, well we'll stick it stick it there for now and see where we go. Okay, I1's team. So I1 Kappa Parafan, Pusher,
Yes.
Sojuro,
Old schoolers.
Fat Bunny. Yeah. So
Fucking old schoolers.
yeah,
Amazing to see this team being together. This is hell of a team. It's really fun to see Kepa, Parafan, like this Sun reassembly together. That's amazing. Pusha is the as well, Sejuro as well. This team is it. It's a pleasure to see. Like after 20 years of the game,
yeah.
it's amazing to see these guys in. These are old schoolers. These are Euro Cup winners. This is amazing. I'm so happy for this team.
And I think I mean I've seen Kappa pugging today and on the Kimo stream seemed to be quite in good shape. Parafan's playing on and off as far as I know. Um, I don't know about Pusher and Sojuro. I don't know how active these sort of four players are, but I think with a bit of practice, this could be a really good team in the cup.
Yeah, definitely. Because Kepa was playing really well, and Pusha I've seen in few pucks. He's getting better and better as well.
Hmm.
All pucks. So yeah, this team is scary. You have Parafan defending. You have Sejuro maybe playing mid defense. Ivan can be in mid defense. You have Flag Bunny defending. This team is really strong.
Yeah,
I like them. I like their chances.
low A.
Low A, I agree.
And Voyager, I don't know that well, but 350, quite a cheap player.
Yeah,
Is
he
he?
he he came back after like 12 years or what. He used to play in Ezekiel.
Hmm.
He likes to defend, I think, oh yeah, he's usually attacking, but he used to be defender. But
Yeah.
he's just warming up. I think he is good for his price, so we will see how he manages to play in challengers game.
And Sojuro, is he actually back in France now, or?
I think he's unavailable until the end of January because he's back in France.
Okay.
But yeah, because with French ping, he can be like 850, 900 player. But we were talking with admins, and if he wanna experience a nice game, like he hasn't played with ping 30 or 40 in years, we will
Yeah.
definitely let him
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
But like instead of I1 or someone, because his rating wouldn't be 600. Sejuro is 850 plus player with a normal ping.
Yeah. Fair enough. So
So yeah, we talked with Ivan. We will do something. If Sejuro wants to play, we would be glad to let him in.
cool. No,
But yeah,
that's really cool and nice to see some agreement on team balancing there as well. And so I guess they'll be using Flat Bunny to the end of Flat Bunny and Voyager through to the end of Jan. And Flat Bunny again, I think really good pickup for 585.
yeah.
Don't know if he's that active at the moment,
No,
but
he wasn't playing between the cups at all. But he played quarterfinals of last cup, and he was amazing. So
yeah,
he doesn't need practice at all. It's Flag Bunny.
I played in those quarterfinals against him and got
Yeah.
destroyed by him. I think he did two maps, and I remember he defended, I think Sniper Side on Ascanize, and
Yeah,
Jesus,
with Hunter, right?
yeah, it's just
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's a strong player. He's a strong player.
If you pair
So
him with like a Parafan or an I1 in defense, it's just
yeah.
it's yeah, it's good.
But by the way, just like little sneaky peek, Parafan was little unhappy with his rating. He thinks he's underrated. So we are looking forward to see Parafan's games in this cup.
That's really funny. For most
Yeah,
of the
that's
time,
really funny.
when people complain about their rankings, it's because they're too
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah,
But
exactly.
Parafan's is like, fuck this shit. Okay,
Okay,
well
so
he's got a lot to live up to then, and he's got a lot to prove. I think Parafan.
where do we rate them?
I've gone low A. I think on the
Yeah,
same level
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. I
Playful's
see
team.
them A as well. I just see Ivan Kepa, Parafan, Sejuro Pusha. That's CDF for you guys. These guys are the ones. If you are newcomers or you haven't been around for 12 years, Ivan Kepa, these are two guys I would tell anybody to watch.
Hmm.
So yeah, A.
Cool. All right, Naboji team. This is
Naboye team. That means bullets.
bullets,
Ammo, ammo,
ammo.
more like ammo. Yeah,
Okay. So we got
in
Mellow,
Czech.
Breach, Tenson, Tal, Creek, Olek, Lolzor. Um, Tough team, I think. I haven't seen Tension play in ages,
Yeah, he
but
just came back recently after a lot of years away.
mhm.
But he was playing UT4, he was playing COD maybe or CS
Yeah.
Go, some of these games with Melo and Breach for sure, I know that. So
Okay.
he hasn't been away from gaming, he just hasn't touched UT99 for a long
So
time.
he probably won't need that long to get back into shape in
No,
that
yeah,
case.
that's why you can see his ranking being 800.
Yeah.
We didn't want to screw him over, but more we didn't want to screw other teams over with giving him like 650 because Tianxin used to be really, really top player, really good player.
And I mean, so this team, the defense and the mid is like holy shit. You know,
Yeah,
like
Breach
like
is still a little bit underrated because he hasn't played any pack between the cups, so we lowered his ranking. We don't
okay.
know if he's going to be that active, but for that
Yeah.
price, phew,
Yeah.
that's a great pickup.
And you know, you're gonna have I think Melo is gonna play mid for this team and Tal and
Yeah,
Creek will attack. Um
and
so
maybe Tal can even defend. Like, who do you put? I don't know. Like Tianxin is usually the mid player, so Melo will maybe attack with Creek.
okay. Okay.
I don't. I'm just guessing. Like because who do you pair Bridge with? Because Creek or like Lorzo, they're all attackers. Tal can attack and defend,
Well
and I don't think Melo wants to defend.
I've seen Oleg defend before and I think
Oh
he's
yeah, maybe
actually
he can defend as
pretty
well. Yeah,
pretty
you're
solid
right.
in D as well. But no, I think yeah,
Yeah,
for
we
me
we have to
this is a
like
strong team.
put them. Yeah, A. For me, this is A team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one above I1's team just purely for the activity. Bit more, I'm seeing a bit more activity in this team, a little bit. Um,
Okay.
I don't know. We'll go there for now. Okay. Uh,
And the last team of the cup, and probably the nicest team of the cup. What a surprise! Slovenian national team and Itai.
oh, well, we got two left. We got two teams
uh,
left, but let's start
oh
with
my god, yeah,
we'll
yeah,
start with Slovenia then. So
yeah. Okay, sorry guys, I forgot the Yugo team.
and we got 5 minutes for the match, so let's jump through these then. So yeah, obviously uh, Team Slovenia plus Itai, who's a very solid defensive pickup. I think Hanky is potentially worth more than 690. It purely depends on how
Who
he is.
knows? Nobody's seen him play.
Yeah.
Him, Prox, and Nork, they were really away. Like we don't know.
Yeah.
They haven't played Corona first or something else like for years. So
Yeah.
this is really guess.
It is. I mean, Hanky, when he played in CSN for a season, I think, our best player without a
Yeah, he
shadow of a
played in
doubt.
OG. He's a top
Yeah.
player.
Prox, I remember being a very good defender. Um, you know, if you pair him up with like a carry style defender, I think he performs exceptionally well. But again, it's activity, like you said.
Yeah.
Lockpick.
Just based on that, because it's not one guy or two guys. It's whole three guys who haven't been around at all. I would I would rate this team lower than the others, just because of activity. I don't think they are weak players, but I don't really know what to expect yet.
Yeah, I mean,
And
for
yeah, if
me,
they come back to cup game after 7 years of inactivity, they will be in for a surprise. How fast the game is now, how snipers are better with their monitors and connections.
yeah,
So
yeah.
for
No,
me, it's
that's
a
true.
D.
That's true. I mean, I think we're maybe underrating them a little bit. You know, imagine Itai and Hanky defense, lockpick mid or pup mid, and the other Rocky and even Prox. Even maybe Prox defensive Itai, and you have Hanky mid and lockpick. Like I think it can be strong. They just need time. And
Yeah,
because they all know each other really well, they may really be up for packing. And
you are right.
and
You are
stuff.
right.
So for me, this has to be at least top of C. Um,
Okay. Wow. This is the first team we kind of like have a disagreement in a full
yeah,
rank.
yeah.
This
I
is first time.
I think it's got to be top C, maybe even low B, but to compromise, we'll,
Wow.
we'll go we'll
That's a
go high
too
C.
far stretch. Okay. You believe in them
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think
more than I
they'll
do.
surprise.
So put them in a C. That's like a
Sure.
middle ground.
Okay, and then we have the team that you
Wow,
just
what a team.
swiftly passed over, like, no, fuck this team, don't care,
No,
is
man, this team,
Insane
like,
Death
yeah,
Gaming, is it? Death something?
insane dev gaming.
Death Gaming, yeah.
It's like, yeah, how do you say it? Like giving props to all the insane team and servers.
So we got Yugo, Kaiser, GC play. I've you just look at those top four players, and that
Yeah,
is just snipe. That is
yeah,
like I think it was mentioned
it
on the
screams sniper. Yeah,
yeah it was mentioned on the draft stream, but you don't want to play Vault against that
no,
team.
no.
Orbital, Terra, um, Infested, probably not as well. Like
Yeah, the team having which has Varsity Week against them is Hellraisers. So yeah, enjoy that Slovenian national team. Welcome back. This is what Unreal is right now.
yeah
70 headshots per map.
yeah that's mad. And I think
Yeah,
like Patom played in Lockpick's team in the last cup. Made it. They obviously made it to the in the runners-up position, and I think he had a very good cup. Even though he was one of their challenger players, I think he was sixth
yeah,
or seventh.
he is a strong pickup.
Yeah, but
As
he's
well
really good.
as Oberchev and Maharaja. This team doesn't have a challenger team. They are all strong,
Yeah,
in my
like
opinion.
Maharaja being their lowest ranked player for me is. I still
Yeah,
think he's
that's
underrated
incredible.
at 500. I think he should be more than
How
that.
can a team have him as lowest rank and
Yeah,
still have such a strong fraggers?
yeah. I think you know, this team is all about frags. Yugo is going to bring some of that, some of
Hugo's
that
gonna bring a
CTF
lot of it.
intelligence. But otherwise, this is and Payton will as well, but and Maharaja. But it's just frags. It really is, and I think low A again, maybe even mid A for this frag heavy team. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see them struggle like Kaiser and Dusik on comms, and if you pick a little bit trickier maps
Yeah,
like Gattaca
yeah.
or something like that, but they will still dominate the frags, and they have amazing runners in Oberchev and Maharaja. So yeah,
I
we
mean,
can't go lower than A for this team for
yeah,
sure. I think A is really where they should be.
I've not. Kaiser, I guess, has gone up a lot in the last couple of months. I haven't been playing, obviously, but um, is he, translocating properly now and
He
stuff like
doesn't
that?
need to.
Okay, so he's
He doesn't
still
need to, man. It's not like having him in one is like one of a kind in a team. If Kaiser doesn't headshot you, Hugo will have headshot you, and if Hugo will not headshot you,
a
Jusik will headshot
G-Sequel,
you.
yeah.
So you won't have a time to grab. You don't have a time to time armors. You don't have time for anything. You're playing pissed. You can't. Even though you pick up the power ups, your head is shut off right away. So it
Yeah,
doesn't really matter if you have them all free in one team. You are screwed.
I think they've got to play like I'm loving the idea of Maharaja just flag running with that top four, like like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
but same as Oberchev.
Yeah, I don't know Obachev at all actually, but
Yeah, he's also a really good runner. Pick a
okay,
revenge, and
right.
he's gonna destroy.
Uh,
He's
so
really fast, old school player. So yeah,
honestly,
but
I
I have to
think
say I can't see them win the cup. I don't see them at all winning the cup,
yeah
even though they are a team for me. I think that there is a lack of CDF knowledge in Dusik and Kaiser,
yeah
and that can't be like substituted with headshots and frags. It just can't.
I agree. I think I'm thinking more high B. I know you don't want to drop them down to B, um, but I just think purely for that, there's a lot of IG players in here, or sorry, Sniper Arena
Yeah, yeah.
players, and
Yeah, the
yeah,
core, the three in the middle, they are not the best CDF players, but they're really good players for Unreal 99.
okay. So, um, we've placed all the teams. So now, although I think the first match is starting quite soon, that's going to be Skip Hodor's team versus Tech Avi's team. That's probably
No,
happening.
it's Avi's team
Avi's.
against. Yeah, yeah, Avi's team against. Yeah,
We just need to do.
full set of hair. Yeah,
we, we've just got to maybe do a little bit of balancing now. Then, so we haven't utilised the D tier at all, and I feel like we should. So, I'm thinking maybe. I mean, so at the moment we got Hodor's team as the weakest. Um, I don't know if that's fair or if that's true. Um,
I don't know. Yeah, for me the weakest was Slovenia team, but yeah, we didn't agree on that. So
yeah,
yeah, it's really hard to balance this out. As you can see, like even from our tier ranking, this cup seems much more balanced
I
even
agree.
than the one before, which was
Yeah,
really balanced as well.
yeah.
But since we have more teams, the best players are spread in more teams. Yeah, I don't
So
see a lot of stuck teams.
Spies has literally just commented saying, "No one D tier, you're being too nice." So Spies is going straight into D tier after that. After that comment. Thank you for your input, buddy.
I don't think his team is a D tier, but yeah,
But
we will see.
he's
We will
D.
see.
He's D now. It's done. It is done.
Yeah.
And I'm
Welcome to the D's.
I'll probably regret that because we do have to play him in the group as well. So I'm sure he'll get his revenge.
Yeah, we will find out in a few weeks, Nin.
So I'm gonna. I don't know if this is. I'm gonna move. Skip.
This looks like a middle finger. Look, if you put your
Yeah.
head to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, you
or
fucked up the middle
Oh,
finger.
so we do
Oh
it like that.
no.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Well, this is how we have to do
Yeah,
it then.
leave it like this.
Okay.
This is what this is all about. This is it.
Do we
This is as balanced as it gets.
do we move around any of the teams within a tier like
No. Or do you feel like moving any team? I don't feel so. I like it
um
as it is.
yeah, I think I mean I'm Group A, you said Group A was a group of death a moment ago, and we got three of Group A's
Yes.
teams in B. So
Yeah, but they are all high B.
high B. Okay, so you think
Yeah.
like Flappy's team is going to be better than uh, Obachev's? Tommy's team, Texit's team.
Uh, yeah, I think Flappy's team is going to be better than Tommy's and Oberchev's team. Yeah,
Okay, so
slightly.
we'd move them up a little bit there, and then we got Disc's team. I mean, yeah, it's the order. Yeah, the order within the tier may be a little bit off, I suppose, but maybe we.
I don't see like Tommy's team, your team being that high in B. Or yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, no,
It's hard for me. These teams are really balanced. In tier B is the hardest to rank.
and I think I'd almost put maybe Nabs' team a little bit higher as well. Don't know. At this point, it's just it's minor details, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
it's just guessing. I am more interested in what's your prediction for today's game.
today's game, okay,
As we did the rankings, you can check your tier rankings and tell us what you think about today's game.
yeah, um, what do we know which maps they're playing? It's one of the four
No,
still.
no, not yet.
I think so. There's like Orbital in that map list. There's
Yeah,
DNI's.
for the old schoolers, right? That's a great pick.
Yeah. So yeah, I can see Hodor's team picking Orbital probably, especially with we didn't mention Hiroef Senator, but we
Yeah,
probably should
yeah,
have.
strong
I mean
sniper.
that's a really good fifth player for that team. You know, only a little bit above Ravji as well. But I can see them picking Orbital and probably maybe even winning that game, that map. I can see Pete
Yeah,
picking
yeah,
Gattaca with this team. So I think it
sure.
could be a draw actually, but that's purely just because of the maps that are available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll
that's a
go
huge
with
factor.
I'll
That's a
go with
huge factor.
one map
Because
each.
no team can ban a map. Every team can pick what map they want.
Mhm. And if we're predicting a one map each, then maybe we put Hodor's team too low, but we'll have to wait and see.
No, I still don't think so. Like, this is just based without the like. You are not putting the maps into like, like it's just orbital. It doesn't mean that they can win the one map in the round one that they are stronger team. It doesn't mean if they lose orbital that they are not team B or C.
Yep.
It For me, I think they belong where they are because we can't put every team in tier B. Come on.
I'm moving Pete down, Avi's team down a little bit in tier A. I'm just thinking that Some of the other teams in A are that bit stronger, so we're gonna settle it there, I think. What do you think is gonna happen in the match, Karen, today?
I think Avi's team is gonna win both maps. I think so. Or no, maybe not, because they're gonna rotate all 7, which I don't expect from the other team. So yeah, the draw is what I would
Yeah.
expect. But I favor Avi's team a little bit more.
And do we want to predict? I mean, I think we're agreeing on who we think the cup winner's going to be. Who do you think the runner-up's going to be in this cup?
Melo team.
Mello.
Right from my head, I would guess Melo.
Mhm.
Experience, hard to play against, all bases covered. Yeah, for me, I guess Melo team.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I do think I really like Playful's team. I think they could go far as well. Um, yeah, maybe even Pete's team. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. We will find out, guys.
Cool.
So tune in for all the games. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining the cup. Thank you, captains, and thank you, everybody who is willing to support us, giving donations to UTCTF. Thank you, guys, everybody. We really appreciate this.
Yep, no, for sure. And Karen, obviously, thank you for stepping up to do the third Corona Cup alongside the rest of your admin staff. But I think I don't think anyone expected 16 teams of sign-ups to come out of
Yeah,
this,
I'm
and
so happy. I'm so
you've
happy,
yeah,
especially with all the old schoolers coming back. As we always said, we put the rules in so even low ranked players can enjoy playoffs and winning matches. But ultimately, this is about everybody being around, playing pugs and having fun. So just just bear with us, guys. Try to have fun and yeah, play pugs. We are happy to have you in. And welcome back, Nin, by the way. I'm so happy you're covering
thanks.
these things.
It's been a good break. I'm not planning on rejoining anytime soon, but I'll be playing pracs and
Nice.
and cup games. So I'll see you all out
Perfect,
in the
man.
field, I guess.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, thanks everyone, and hope you enjoyed the stream. And let's go watch the first match of the tourney.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Cheers. Goodbye.
Nice.